Average Angler Life, and yours truly is out and about. This time I'm back over here at the Bethany Lakes Pond. This is the back pond, and what I'm going to do this round is I want to see if I can get something to bite on these freshwater bites, or these fish bites in freshwater. These are what yours truly was using the other day to get some saltwater fish I was using for bait. Yeah, some croakers, some whiting, etc. And this is the Easy Flea Sand Flea in orange, and got some leftovers. I'm over here in North Texas, so I'm definitely away from some fresh water. So I've got a setup here, the Water Wolf camera setup that I use right here. I've got a little M-rod with little 3D printed deal that I put together to help put the Water Wolf camera in gear, basically, so it just kind of lands softly. So let me go get that set up here, and while we're doing that, my plan is to stream this and we can look at the video together later, but at this point I mainly just gotta get some video and just verify that yes, in fact, can we catch something on the on this deal. So let's get this prepped. All right, so this is that 3D printed deal that I use. I took a piece of that Easy Flea fish bites and put it on the hook. Just a simple, looks like a, oh, maybe a size 10 hook maybe. And just get that on here, and we'll see what'll bite it. I know there's some bluegill and bass here, occasional catfish also. So I'm just gonna kind of get this situated on here as best I can and see if we can coax one to strike. All right, so let's get that popped over here real quick. All right, and then I'm just going to render the video, and hopefully I can show you what showed in the upcoming video, be it later tonight, if not tomorrow. Okay, I'm just trying to figure a way to get this bait on there so I can have the hook exposed, because I think I've used this before in the past and had some. Oh, let's try that right there. Okay, and the way the Water Wolf camera is set up, it's got a little deal here. This is the Water Wolf 2. Okay, it looks like what happened to it? Oh, it's still the COAF channel is now the Average Angler Life channel. I just renamed it. It's the same videos still available, but it's just a new format, mainly because I finally realized that the field team is not getting back together. It's just going to be solely me. I've been hoping that we'd get back together, but well, they moved on, and well, just join me on this travel here. Videos are still there, but right now I'm going to try turning this on. Okay, so on, this is the Water Wolf camera 2.0. Okay, and I can see that the light is green and it's ready to start doing its thing, but you got to make sure you have this thing's actually, wait a minute, I got to hit record. Great. Okay, hit record. I should see the light blinking now. Okay, so it's blinking. Okay, and it's green, so I think it's the lower quality video. That way I can get a bunch of it. But this thing's lasted about 6 hours. I've had pretty good luck with it. Okay, and let's see. Let me put this up here. And again, I was going to be using these fish bites. I'll talk to that more in a moment, but let's get this one ready. The way to deploy it is I've got these ears on here to help make it land more horizontally or level, and kind of just put it in the slot here, and then you run this baby here. All right, come on. And it should take. All right, want it taken. Okay, there it is. All right, I got it now. User error there. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there you go. You put it in the slot, and then you grab the blue or the tube piece right here and slide it in, and it secures it in place. And we're going to try this. We'll just go right down over here and just hit the spot that I know has some fish. Why do you always focus your content on ultralight gear and flying gear? Why? I don't know. I use all kinds of stuff. Just right now, I want to go with some of this gear. All right, let's go see what we can do. See what will hit a fish bite. I do like fly fishing a lot, and I like the ultralight bait casting. Conventional gear, I usually use that when I'm out and about. I'd say when I'm out more saltwater fishing now. All right, let me show you where we're going to go. Right here. Okay. Water seems up too, and I think we're gonna be hitting pretty good rains here in the next few. So let me go ahead and cast this, and we'll see where it takes us. Let me flip the camera around. And the gear that I'm using is this M rod right here. It's got a little dealie here and a spinning gear here. It's a pretty cool outfit. Actually got the fly rod version of it as well. Okay, let me go cast this out here. Okay, I know it's working. We should get some decent video. I can see the deal is on. All right. Oh, look, I see one of these. I see one of those frisbee golf things that people use when they go frisbee golfing here. Okay, it's going down slowly. Very nice sink. Okay, so we should get a nice level set. Oh shoot. Let me go adjust the deal. And to my left, a feeder creek, and that will usually holds a fish or two. Okay, let's go ahead and just lay this down here real quick. All right, we'll just kind of lay that there and talk fishing while we let the deal record. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I think I had it backwards. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I was over here. I had it pointed back in the other direction. Okay. So what I've done is I've cast out the little water wolf camera. I've got some 65-pound test braid on there just so make sure I don't lose the camera. And just right down there is one of those frisbee golf deals. And I've got the bait out there now, camera and all, and we're just going to let it record, and hopefully we can at least see what may be lurking down below. All right. And then over here is that feeder creek. Water's clear, just like we were over there the other day fishing. And in fact, I see some little bluegill and whatnot out here. Yeah, there's a bunch of bluegill, little guys. Huh. I see a little bass. Hey, this might be interesting. I might let this camera do its thing. And I brought my, oh, there's a bass over there. I brought my fly rod. Here, let me, one thing about having a pickup truck is you can usually keep fishing gear handy. And I do have one of these where I can pull up the storage thing I got in there, and I can grab a fishing rod. So let me see what I have for a rod, and maybe we can coax one of these guys to strike. So bear with me. I mean, we can let the water wolf camera soak, and we'll review the video later on and see what may be lurking down below. All right, let me see what I got for a rod in here. Okay, I got a switch rod there. Oh, I got an ultralight bait caster. Okay, well, let's grab that. It's the little trout magnets. Let me go ahead and grab a deal of trout magnets then, and let's see what we can catch while we're letting the fish bites soak and get that underwater video going. All right, so bear with me. This isn't the harness setup I normally use. This is the other setup where I use the Wi-Fi. Okay, we're coming up back to the spot, and this is the setup where I'm using a wireless lav mic right there. and that allows me to move around and whatnot. And so plan is I've got the fish bites in the water. I've got the water wolf camera deployed, and that fish bite is sitting right there. And I figured, hey, might as well do a little fishing while we're waiting. So let me see. Let's flip this over. Okay. Or no, let's keep it in this direction here. All right, I think something's playing with it right now. All right, so there is the water wolf camera, or the M-Rod is what it's called. And I've got the water wolf camera deployed in there. And I'm going to take out the little the kingfisher feather light. You'll lose me for a moment. I'll still be talking, but I won't be able to see. Well, let me just go ahead and get everything set up here, and we can do a little fishy while we're letting that water soak, or letting that fish bite soak. Something's moving it. Looks like there might be something moving it. Okay, well, let me set this down. Okay, this is the kingfisher. All right, and I've got a 1 gram trout magnet on there. And this is the setup I like using for stock trout, as well as just some fun times fishing for these little guys that are typically lurking down below. All right, I think I need to adjust a little bit on the spool tension, and got to re-educate my thumb from the other day. I was using the Shimano Scorpion BFS XG, and that one is not as sensitive as this guy, but look at that. I still can get it cast out there. All right, we'll just kind of drag it in slow. So I brought those fish bites. These are left over from the trip to Galveston this past August, and I kind of want to see if, oh, I got a little overrun. All right, here we go. Kind of want to see if I can get something to hit on freshwater. I've caught some fish on freshwater before with fish bites, but it's primarily a bait that's used for salt water. Okay, and there's a good example of why I like the shorter rods. I think the other day when I was fishing over there at Sonic Pond, I ended up hooking behind me little sloped area that I was fishing, and next thing I know, I had a pretty good backlash. But right now this is working out pretty good. Let's see if we can get something to hit on a trout magnet. Okay, it's deeper here. I'm going to cast out over here to the right a little bit. Let me check to see if I answered the mail, if anyone's got any questions. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's go on. So this evening, or possibly tomorrow, I get that video rendered. We can see what was lurking down below, trying to get some of these fish bites. Oh, wait a minute. Something pulled it to the right. I think something's playing with it right now. I think I better check it. One thing about this thing is once you start it, you really can't stop it. But here, I better grab this thing. And let me flip the camera around, let you see what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. It's kind of moved over this way to the left. I think I should let it soak a little bit longer. I don't think they really have it, because I mean, fish bites are pretty durable baits. It's tough to steal them. They've got that little mesh or whatever in them that sort of looks like some kind of gauze or something. Okay, let's go back to this flight feather and a 1 gram trout magnet. Okay. Let's pop it out there. Trying to get it closer to this feeder creek, where I know there's some stuff lurking below. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. All right, let's see if there's one over there. I'm gonna try tossing it all the way over. Yep, there we go. That's right where I think I saw that one bass that was lurking earlier. Come on, come on. Let's see it. All right, I'm just gonna drag it slow. there was some bluegill and bass over there by the feeder creek, and it doesn't look like I'm getting them to come to me right now, but let's cut it that way then. Oh, slide overrun, hate that. Walk it out. All right, we walked it out. Let me, yeah, try that. Okay. You can definitely see the lure moving through the water. All right, let's pop it out that way. Got it closer in, but I think I need to loosen or tighten up on the spool tension. I don't like the way it's coming loose. There we go. All right, let's try it again. Again, I gotta re-educate the thumb from the other day using the Shimano Scorpion. That one, oh, there's a bass right here. Bass right here. See if I can coax him to strike. He's in the junk. All right, let's see. Okay, I can see him moving over here. Two of them, three of them. Okay, they're right over here in the shallows. All right. Oh, there's one looking at it. He came up to it. That one. Okay. This is your classic case, so you probably want to use a fly because it's sinking too quickly, and next thing you know, the bass has already forgotten about it because it's gone so long. But there's like some bluegill. I'm seeing about 4 or 5, and then I'm seeing about another 4 or 5 bass. Not big ones, kind of like the ones that I was catching the other day at Sonic Pond. Okay, I got some little bluegills looking at it. Let's try Ned rigging style and just kind of bounce it on the bottom. See if I can get them to hit it. As long as I can keep it out of the junk, I think I'll be all right. Oh, there's something hitting it. Okay, we definitely see some bass moving about. Okay, let's see, let's get it a little bit further out. Okay, let's cut this way. Come on, come on. Maybe an inline spinner is what I should have went with. Got some bluegill looking at it. Oh, something just hit it. They're definitely hitting it, but they look small. All right, drop it right over here. Thought I saw a bass moving about. Yeah, they're little, and there's a lot of junk in the trunk here. Whew! All right, we'll let that fish bite soak. We'll check it out this evening, if not tomorrow. Let me see how everyone's doing. Hey, how's everybody doing? There's that trout magnet, and still plugging away. See if we can get something. You know, might as well fish while you're got your bait soaking in the water. Okay. There's another time I came out here several years back and put out the camera, and nice sized bass went right by the camera, and then but maybe a couple of weeks later, an individual who's fly fishing ended up catching one that looked very similar to that bass. Not saying that was the same fish, but hey, you never know. Anyhow, yeah, there was a question right at the beginning. What happened to the COAF field team channel? Well, this is the same person, me, but the field team is no longer here. So I had to rename it as Average Angler Life. So you can join me on these little live streams that I do while I'm out and about, plus some additional, maybe some tips and whatnot that I throw at you. Maybe some rebroadcast, restreams on what happened today, like I'll do in this case of the Water Wolf camera underwater shot. Maybe we can review the video together and see what shows, because all I'm going to do is pretty much render the video and slap it up on YouTube, and we can look together. All right, bluegill, bass, none of them want to hit the trout magnet right now. Everything's they're just suspending, not right on the bottom, not right on the top. They're certainly moving about. Okay, I got a little bluegill chasing it right now, but nothing really wanting to take it. I think if I went with a fly, I might have a better chance, mainly because this thing is sinking way too fast for them. Probably be better to fish this under a bobber. just to keep it in the zone. Because I can see them; they're going right up to it and playing with it. But unfortunately, they're not committing to the strike. Okay, and the gear I'm using here is just your light feather kingfisher on a Magic L handing rod. Oh, there's a bass looking at it. He just went by. Shoot. You know what I think? I think we need to change baits, or lures in this case. Let's forego the trout magnet. And let's see, I think I brought some extra lures. Let's see. I saved them in here. Yeah, there they are. All right. See, how's everybody going? Okay. Let's go switch it up. I've got some top water stuff, some Ned rig. Let's see. There's the X-Wrap. Then I got a hula popper, but I don't feel like going top water right now. Thing about the top water bite is you'll get some really good strikes, but sometimes you get a bunch of short strikes as well, and bummer at that point. You get a bunch of misses. All right, the one water wolf camera is out there, and for some, I can't tell if it's the wind or if something is actually messing with it, but we'll certainly check it out. I'm just going to let that video run, and when I actually see something take, I think at that point I'll check it out. But for now, let's put this trout magnets. Great for trout, great for bluegill and whatnot, but right now they're not getting any hits. And one lesson learned over the years has been, hey, if they're not biting on one particular lure, give it a switch. Sometimes mixing it up a little bit can make a difference. Okay, so this time I'm gonna try a Rapala X-Wrap. It's one that is a right here, little small one. It's suspends, so I think that'll maybe get some of these bass to pay attention, because they'll see the lure waiting to get hit and just standing by to be struck hard by them, and not falling like the trout magnet all the way down to the bottom, and they lose sight of it fairly quickly because it was dropping pretty quick. Okay, Rapala X-Wrap, it's a small one. Okay, let me see if I can move up a little bit on you. All right, I'm just gonna come back here where we were, and just pop it out there. Okay, that one's clobbered. That one got clobbered already. I could tell it was running wrong because of the way it was on. Okay, got hooked up on the hooks. In fact, I gotta adjust this a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's better. Let me just give it a little bit of break, just a little bit, since it's a little bit heavier. Well, it's definitely heavier. Yep, there we go. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get that one bass that was passing by to strike. Okay. Oh yeah, this one's doing its thing. I like it. Pop it out there. Okay. Okay. Oh, something tagged it. Oh, come on, tag it. All right. I saw something come up right behind it, and then he stopped. Okay, got some bluegill playing with it. Oh no, I want Mr. Bass. Let's pop it out there. Okay, there's some greenery here I'm trying to keep away from. Come on. It's like some floating green stuff that definitely is going to clobber the lure. All right, let me get some of this junk off. Okay. All right. Looks like the water wolf camera got moved a little bit, or came in a little bit, so we'll see. All right, we'll keep at it. Okay. All right, little ultralight Rapala X-Wrap, and let's try here. I'm gonna try getting it up close, right where that feeder creek starts, and see if I can coax one of those guys that I saw earlier, kind of lurking here. Come on, let's see it. No. All right, come on. Got some bluegill looking at it again. Do like the movement on this thing. Take it right over there. Okay. Oh, there's a bass who's chasing it. Oh, he stopped. I saw the little shadow of a, there he goes. Oh, he hit it. Oh, he hit it while it was suspending. So close, so close. Let's try it again. That feeder creek has been pretty awesome. Okay. Let's just kind of work it in there, a little twitchy movement. That's how I tend to fish this particular lure. The X-Wrap, Rapala X-Wrap, is I'll let it sink, twitch, let it sink, twitch, and it suspends, holds that level to where it dives down. So it'll dive down, and when you stop, it'll suspend at that depth. Okay, let's go back this way. You can see you can definitely get a cast in there, but oh man, I got an overrun. Some education here, some education. Gotta relearn it. Especially when you go from one ultralight bait caster to another. And this one is a lot more sensitive for your heavier ones, your heavier lures, being that it can cast a 1 gram trout magnet, no problem. Some folks don't like the color though. I mean, I've been happy with it. There is another one that they make, the cormorant, and that one has more of a black, dark gray color to it that looks more like a fishing reel of this style. But other than that, I think it also has a reel clicker too. This one doesn't have the reel clicker, so when the drag comes out, you don't hear the clicking noise. What's that clicking noise? Okay. All right, let's move over here. Pop it out that way. Let's see if I can just coax one in while we have the opportunity. All right. Where are these guys at? What time is it here? Let me give you a time check. It's almost 1 o'clock. And temperature's real nice though. Tell you what, really nice. Okay. All right. Let's move down a little bit. I'm gonna leave the Water Wolf camera back that way, and we'll just let it do its thing and see if we can get a bite. And I'm gonna take us back over here by these trees in this open area, just a little bit more open area that I believe I can maybe coax a fish or two. And I can see that there's a nice drop off and just a few dealies over. So see what we can do. All right, let's just stand here and pop it out there. Open water. Let's see what happens. Oh, right there. Oh, I had him. He got off. All right. Let's do it. Mr. Rapala X-Wrap. Let's do it. He was on there briefly. I could feel it. Come on. Where'd you go? Just a little tap, movement. Okay. All right, let's try it again. Wow, had my blood pumping there for a moment. Oh, there's a turtle over here that's in the way. Okay, it went under. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot more clear open area here. Seeing some bluegill, seeing some turtles. Okay. And let's see. Come on. Yeah, I got a turtle chasing it right now. I got a little bass looking at it, and then a little bluegill. Hoping that I can get one of these bass to hit. Especially, I had that initial hit at the beginning. I mean, wow. That one seemed like he was lurking over there waiting for something tasty. Let's pop it out there. Okay. Overrun. Got a little excited. Bear with me. Fishing gets my blood going here, especially since I got a strike. Ooh, what was that? Oh, ducks. Not a fishy, a ducky. And I am checking out my camera over there seems to be okay. I don't see it moving away or anything, so we'll just let it soak. See if we can maybe get some good video to check out later on. Maybe get an idea of what really is lurking down below, and even better, find out if the fishies like fish bites. All right, little overhead cast. I typically cast side cast when I'm fishing with this style, but in that case I needed to do a little overhead cast because we got some trees here and there's a little gap. Okay, come on, come on, talk to me, Smalls. Oh, bluegill, little bluegill popped it again. Okay, let's move over just a little bit more, go over to the next set of trees and stuff, and let's see if we can get something to strike. Okay, camera's still looking good over there. I've got it in sight still, so something big gets it. Ooh, don't want to lose that, but I also want to fish too. So okay, here's a nice open spot right over here. Nice open spot. Let me show you right here. Okay, let's go and give it a try, and let's see what happens. Okay, stand off here. Oh, I see a bass right there. I see two bass. Okay, let's see. Let's see if they're, no, that was some junk. Let's see. I can see the bass right there, but no, they're going away. What's up with these bass? Aren't they hungry? Oh, there he is. There's another one. Little sight cast to him here. Come on. Oh, he went right by it. What is up with this? These guys are toying with my feelings. I'm seeing a fair amount of bass here. Right over here by the cypress knees, just kind of hanging out. There's one looking at it. Oh, come on, hit it, hit it. Yeah, there's some bass here. There's one right there. There's another one moving in. Okay. See if I can get him to hit it. I got it right over him right now. What's up with this? Come on. Come on, guys. Get hungry. All right, let's try this. Little twitchy movement in this direction. Okay. I'll tell you what, these bluegill kept looking at this thing. Bass, I don't know. This is weird. I've seen, actually cast several of them, and they've ignored it. And so far, I've only gotten one actually taking it. Some more bluegill playing around with it again. Let's pop it way out there. Let's see. Oh, overrun. Let's get it out. Overrun. Let's get it out. Right there. All right, I got it. I'll be back. I can hear you. Or you can hear me, I think. All right, I'm back. Little overrun. What happens, I get a little backlash. I'll just start to go behind me and start walking it out. Okay. Wow, I'm surprised I haven't gotten a hit yet. Especially since I've seen, whoa, over there. Okay, something's chasing something. Let's cast toward it. Yeah, come on, hit it. Something is chasing probably some bait fish into the shallows here. Let's see if I can get it right on that edge where I think I saw him moving about. Come on. Little 1 o'clock bite. Let's see if they're in the mood. Let's pop it out there again. Okay. Supposed to get some pretty good rains here in the next few. So I'm really trying to get around the fishing in before it gets the rains. Oh, backlash big time. Before a bunch of rains hit us, and I think they're talking about possibly 3-4 inches of rain, and then possible heavy winds and hail for this fall storm. So that's gonna be fun. All right, let's go back over here behind this other tree. And while I'm coming back here, I better look at that. Okay, we're still good over there with the rod. All right, let's see if we can catch one while we're letting that water wolf camera soak with that fish bite in. And stay tuned. Check the notifications. Oh, there we go. Ah, Ah, he had it. Check the notifications on the channel when I post the follow-up video. Wow, there's another one over there. They're all kind of hitting along the shore chasing something. So I think if we just kind of keep casting, we're gonna get, there's a bite. There we holy cow, that's 3 now. All right, another overrun. Getting excited. That's what happens. Sorry guys. Lock it out. All right, coming back. I'm coming back. Yeah, a little bit different than when I put the phone and I stream from the harness. This case, you get another view from this vantage point, so you can see the full Monty on this end and get a feel for, like right there's another. All right, get a feel for. Let me up the brakes on this just a little bit. Okay. All right. This is getting me going because I've gotten several good hits. And then I can hear something over there to the left, like he's chasing some of these bait fish, which this looks exactly about the size of the bait fish that I seen earlier. So what's up with that? That's, oh, another one. I let go of my thumb on that one and that hooked big time. Woo! This one's an ugly one too. All right, well, we'll keep at it. I want to let that camera soak, just so we at least give that fish bite enough time to maybe attract a fish or two. Okay, and I planned on just kind of sitting there watching it, but saw too many other fishy things in the water that I had to go grab the rod and see if I can coax one to hit. And of course now I am in a backlash, but that's part of it. You know, it's the average angler, average Joe here, Glenn, average angler life. Just give you a feel for about fishing and some of the things I experience when I'm out here. And you know, there was our former team, but it's since disbanded. I realize that these guys aren't moving back into the state in some cases. But that said, we can have a virtual team here. Join me on Average Angler Life and get to see all kinds of different things happening, good as well as bad. And as the channel says, learn by my trials and errors, and maybe we'll catch a fish or two. Oh, there's another ducky. All right, I'm looking over there. Water wolf is still looking good. I don't hear that movement I was hearing earlier from that bass that was chasing something tasty, I guess, in the shallows. But hey, let's see if I can coax something over here in this open area. It's funny, I show up and it's the first cast. I'm getting a good hit, and then it stops after that. Okay, but you could certainly go back. All right. Okay, come on. So what'll happen is I'll be casting, and I'll do a long cast, a short cast, and when I kind of change from there, what ends up happening is I'll start getting some loose wraps in the line, and that's when I start getting these overruns or backlashes. All right, so as long as I can maintain where I have a minimum of those loose wraps, usually I can cast this thing without any backlashes at all. Okay, plus you got to educate your thumb. It's all about thumb education. Thumb. Okay, alrighty, let's see, be the lure, be the line, be the fish. Come on, we got to get one before this is over. Got to keep the readership or subscribership happy. Plus I need my daily tug is the drug. There's a loose wrap right there. So yeah, daily tugs the drug. I think way back I tried fishing every day of the year, one year, specifically to, I was targeting trying to catch a fish every day. And I made it to about March, April, catching a fish every day from January 1 to that time period. And then, unfortunately, day job sent me out of state, and, well, no fishing that trip. So, and I've since not tried to do that. I'm waiting until my day job becomes this job. Right now, my day job is not that. But hey, that's fine. This that day job keeps me in the running for this. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Okay. Come on. I'm gonna move closer to where I was earlier, so I can keep an eye on that camera, and also see if we can coax some of those bass that I've been seeing. All right, let's go walk over there again. All right, so I got different formats that I use when I'm let's try here again. When I'm fishing, and this is the format where, again, I'm using the Android phone that I have, but this time I'm using this wireless lav mic right here, and that allows me to give you another point of view. Oh man, there's like 5 bass going by right now. Oh, why do they not want Mr. Rapala X-Wrap? It's almost as if they're just kind of cruising along the bank here, working the perimeter. It's like they're scanning their territory. But actually some nice sized bass in there too. Not like those little fingerlings I was catching the other day at Sonic. Okay. Come on, guys. Come on. But, you know, unfortunately, that's the thing about these live streams. There's no editing. There's no, you see everything to include, in this case, no catches. But hey, let's see if I can remedy that here in a moment. I've got some pretty good confidence in this Rapala X-Wrap. Okay. And then, of course, there's the true fisherman. What's a true fisherman? When you ask him if he's caught a fish yet, what's the answer? Not yet. Because doesn't mean he's not going to catch a fish. He just hadn't caught him yet. Doesn't mean it's going to be that day, though. Doesn't mean it's going to be that trip. But bottom line, true fisherman says, not yet. The other thing is true fisherman treats every cast as if he's going to catch a fish. And for the most part, I believe I kind of adhere to that. And I think it's mainly because all those instances where I'm fishing and lo and behold, out of the blue, bam, I'm getting a big strike. Taken off guard, okay? So yeah, I expect to fish every cast. All right, fun stuff. Ultralight bait casting, Flight Feather Kingfisher. I'm using 4-pound Stren mono. I had 2-pound on this, but I think 2 pounds just a little bit too, right there. Right there. Another one just kind of cutting through, chasing some, something. I'm assuming it's these little bait fish. Over there at Pinstack Ponds the other day when I was fishing, I did have this one nice sized bass just tearing up, believe it or not, these little fingerling bluegill, and just running them up on the bank. And in one case, he actually had knocked them out of the bank or onto the bank. I mean, I went over there and checked it out, and I could see this little fingerling bluegill just flopping on the bank. And sure enough, this bass had knocked him out of the water. And unfortunately, he did not go for my lure. I was fly fishing that day. Okay. All right. All right. Come on. We'll move over and check out the camera here in a moment. And then we'll keep going. All right. The gear I'm using is, from a rod standpoint, I'm using Handling Magic L rod, the 4.5 foot. I also have a 6 foot version of it, but this one unfortunately is a 4 and 3 inch version because I broke the tip. And I still use it because it works, for one, and then the other thing is the way it broke. I'm pretty much just repurposing that first rod guide after the original rod tip, and guess what? It's still working. Not having any issues with it. Okay. Kind of bummed though. I mean, it was one of those cases where I hooked on to something, snagged it, and I was shaking it off, and then the lure snapped back and popped out of the water and hit the tip directly, and lo and behold, broke the tip. Broke the tip. But it's okay. Still fish it. All right. I have this rule of thumb or rule to not get rid of gear. Don't throw it away. It may break or whatnot. I've repurposed so many of my old rods. Ooh, almost hooked my ear. Repurposed so many rods for other things that have been broken, like you reused the rod guides. There's one case where I broke a bass rod, and I used the internal, this piece right here on the end of it to use as an insert on another rod that I broke, just to reinforce it. And lo and behold, I was able to replace that tip because they were both hollow shafts. So that was a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, let's move over. All right, I may have to call it here soon because I have some other stuff I got to knock out. But before I go, oh, right there, another one again, right in front of me. Shoot. All right. Let's see if I can coax them to hit over here. There's one that's been actively feeding, if not another that's been actively feeding along the bank. Oh, I see them. Holy cow! There's like 4 or 5 of them right now, and a bunch of these bluegill. See if I can. Oh, there's a nice one too in the mix. Oh wow. And they're shallow. There's another one over here. Yeah, he was here. There's 4 of them. Okay, let's go out here. All right. Don't know why they don't want to hit this guy. All right. Let's move over a little bit. Okay, let's pop it to the other side here. There's a turtle there. Watch the turtle. Okay. Maybe I just need to do a little suspended thing. Let it kind of lurk there. See if they'll hit it. No. Pop it out here. Get it out there. All right. Keeping the rod tip high mainly because there's a bunch of junk here and I don't want it to hook into it. There we go. All right. Oh, there's 3 bass right here. Just waiting. Come on. Okay, one looked at it. It's the little bluegill that are going for it, and there's one bass just kind of staging right on the slope where it goes from a steady slope to a gradual slope to a more steeper slope. That was the one that was here a moment ago. So let me see if I can convince him that he's hungry and he should feed on this baby. Okay, let's see it. All right, we'll just do a couple of twitches. Come on. Nope. Man, there's so much here though. Holy cow! I keep getting clobbered when I bring up the lure out of the pond, trying to get it away from it. It goes right into it. Okay, let me move down a little bit. Okay, I see some more moving along. Okay. Oh, the water wolf camera just moved. I wonder if I got a fish on there. Holy cow, it just moved over to the junk. Man, well, we're gonna get that on video. We'll be able to check it out on video, and maybe tonight, if not tomorrow, we'll be able to check it out together. All right. Here at the Average Angler Life channel. All right, come on. All right, it's moving. I better grab it. It moved right into the junk. All right. Yeah, it moved into the junk. Hopefully it didn't get clobbered here. Okay, let me go grab it, and we'll probably call it. Don't want to leave you guys hanging. There's some days where you can just kind of sense it's the bite is not the bite you're hoping for. But let's go ahead and grab this guy. This is that Emerald Cask King Kayak King Emerald. Okay, and there we go. Took it all the way in the junk, big time. Woo! I wonder what it was. There it is. Ah, man, something was playing with it. Definitely wrapped me and took it into the junk. All right, let's see if I can figure this out. It looks like it got wrapped. So I wonder if something was eating it and ran with it. Maybe it was turtle. The other day when I took this to another pond, big time Turtle City, it was like everything going for it was a turtle. Did see some bass go by. That was cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's acting more like a turtle ate it. There was one case where I was at the main pond here, Pond C. It's the horseshoe one that has a little pier, and it was middle of summer, and I put out one of these underwater camera dealies, and yeah, got some good video to the point that I actually saw 2 trout. Thought it was a fluke, but it was 2 trout were still in the pond after the winter stocking. So that was good to know that, hey, they're still there. Okay, let's we still got a little time. I'm going to recast it out. Just pop it out there and let it sink a little here. Let it hit the bottom. Now let's see if we can get a little more video going before we actually call it. Okay. All right. And since we're doing that, might as well do a little more fishing. All right. So looks like the weather's starting to get a little bit rougher, but I think I can coax another chance at getting maybe a fish or two. So let's try it. Sticking with this Rapala X wrap. Okay. Pop it on the other side. Oh, he came up right behind it. Got a big swipe, and then he went on. Holy cow! I should have let it sit, because he hit it when it was sitting still. So try that. I'll let it sit. Okay. Man, came up right behind it. That definitely was a bass. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Pop it that way. Okay. Pretty cool too. I can see. I'll see the kind of a wake. There's that junk again. I can see a wake right behind it as they're coming up. So, hey, they're there. All right, that was the X wrap. I wonder if I have anything else in here. I keep flip-flopping different deals out of this thing, and a lot of times I forgot what I put in here, because I'll shift from fly fishing to ultralight bait casting to hand line fishing, and next thing you know, I've left what gear I really needed for that style or method of fishing. Left it in the car, left it at the house. Did not bring it, bottom line. Okay. All right, let's get it away from that junk. All right. All right, let's see. Okay, there's a bluegill bass, another bluegill. Let's just kind of tweak it in maybe. Okay, there's 2 bluegill hitting it. Another bluegill hitting it. Another bluegill hitting it. Well, okay. Bluegill like this thing. Let's go out here. I'll just do a little twitch motion here. See if that might work. Okay, because right now they're seeing it, and the only reaction shots I've been getting has been right on the initial cast and it hitting the pond or hitting the water. After that, I've not been getting much success after that, or at least hits. There's one looking at it. Bluegill. Wow, there's a lot of bluegill here. Okay. Still don't understand why I can't get them on the hook, though. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. I think yesterday I used the MEPS inline spinner. Yeah. And I don't know if I have another one available right now. Okay, let's just keep tweaking it, though. Come on, come on. Okay, water wolf camera's still there, so we'll check that out later. All right, let's get another cat. There's something chasing something in the shallows again. Yeah. Come on, come on. What time is it? Okay. Yep, I got some stuff I got to knock out, but I really want to catch one before I call it. Okay. I do have that popper. Well, I might as well try the popper. Give that a try. See if they want to hit top water. All right. Let's see if top water bites on. Okay. All right. Come on, come on, come on. I can see the line going to the camera still. And it's gotten a little bit tighter than it was, but I can't tell if that's because maybe the current took it over, because it is by that feeder creek. So we got that inflow of water coming in. Or is it actually, oops, is it actually a fishy on there? So I don't know, the way it's acting though, it looks like there may be something actually on there. Yeah, it's moving. Yeah, that's moving. All right, let's move the camera so you guys can get a shot of what we're ready to do, and we're gonna go check it out because that is certainly moving. So let's see. All right, let's see. Can't tell. You know, something moved it, so we know that. And yeah, it's still recording, so we can go ahead and cast it back out again. Okay. And then I'm gonna let it slowly sink down. Main thing you got to do with this is you got to make sure that as it slowly sinks down, you reel it in a little, because what happens is it'll hit the bottom on you, and that line will catch on itself. Next thing you know, you've tangled yourself. I think I had a hit just a moment ago as I was tightening up on it. That was interesting. All right, let's flip it over. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try putting on this hula popper, and let's see if we can maybe catch something while we're getting it ready. All right. Ooh, 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 ooh. I gotta put the line back through the guides. Came off when I put it down, then picked it up. Okay. Let's see. Let's try the hula popper. Had good success with that hula popper, fishing it in the day as well as in the evening. And I think it's more one of these reactionary lures that the fish are attracted to the sound versus the sight of it. And then bam, you get some hits. I get a lot of misses too, though, with it, because I think maybe they're also not being able to lock on it. And then on the smaller one, this version of it that I'm using, I think it's like about 2 inches. It's the smallest one they make or sell. Is perfect for ultralight bait casting. You can cast with these little BFS rods and reels fairly easy with it. Because yeah, these guys aren't meant to handle your normal bass gear. And I noticed I do tend to get a lot more strikes when I'm fishing ultralight gear in these heavily pressured ponds. A lot of times what's happened is the bass have seen so much hardware coming their way, they get used to seeing these huge lures and whatnot, and they know it's not one take. I got an ant on me. Ow. And yeah, so they tend not to strike it as readily as one of these smaller guys. Like yesterday's trip with the Mepps Anglia inline spinner, I got 15 bass and 4 bluegill in about an hour and a half. So that was pretty fun. Okay. This one, you just splash it. Okay. All right. Let's see if splashy splash will get them to hit. Seems like the weather, some kind of, I can feel the temperature dropping a little bit, and I also see these clouds coming in. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do a big splashy move, see if convince them to hit. Tell you what, hula popper strikes are awesome when you get those big guys popping it. Okay. Let's see. Little twitchy twitch. See if I can convince one to hit. Now, who knows? More little bluegill. All right. My line's moved over again. Actually, it's going out now. I think I might have to bring it in here in a moment also. Let's check it out. Let me move the camera. So yeah, it's moving from where it was, as if something kind of been playing with it. So I don't know. I really don't want to pick it up too early. All right, let's give it a couple more casts with this guy, and then we'll pick it up. All right. Okay. And then once I get it rendered this evening, we can come together and or tomorrow we'll come together and review the video and see if we can actually see what was lurking below. Can hear a lot of ducks out there playing around. All right, let's get that out of there. A bunch of junk over here. Let's get one across. Okay. Just a little popping motion. Let's go, let's go. Nope. Lift it up here, get it out of the junk. Let's get one out this way. All right, follow those trees. It's pretty cool when you see a big blow up on this thing, where they just pound it hard. That is fun. Hula Popper City. Let's go out that way. All right, now got some loose wraps. Loose wraps usually happens when I do the overhead versus the side cast. Come on, fishy. What do we got? Talk to me. All right. Let's give it one more go over here. Right by the feeder creek. Kill me, Smalls. Kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me. All right. I got a bluegill looking at it again. Some of these bluegill. Okay. let's go pull up the Water Wolf camera. I'll get it secured and then get it rendered, and we can meet again later and we can see how it went. All right, definitely interested in seeing what may have been lurking below and what may have wanted to go for some of these fish bites. Okay, freshwater fish bites in fresh water. Okay, all right. Okay, no takers there, no takers. Okay, so that's it. All right. Okay, so that said, I think we're gonna call it. Really appreciate you guys joining again, and hey, for the support for the Average Angler Life channel. Yours truly coming out here, just giving you some live streaming mistakes and all. All right, next time I'll catch y'all later, and good luck, good fishing.